Coaches and players, today we're going to break down the 2-2-1 half-court trap. We set up with two players just past half court, two players at the three-point line, and one player back near the basket. The goal is to let the offense cross half court. As a defense, we want to start in the middle and force the ball into the corners. This is key. Allowing the ball to get into the middle will hurt the 2-2-1 defense, so our aim is to push it to the sidelines, where we can create perfect traps. The sideline and half-court lines act as extra defenders, boxing the ball handler in with two defenders. There are two ways to play the 2-2-1 press. The first one is the conservative approach. This method is safer as it minimizes the chance of giving up easy layups. After setting the trap, have one player deny the corner pass, the other top player cover the high post, and keep one defender back at the basket. Player 2 will be looking for a steal by anticipating passes, either to the top for a ball reversal or into the high post. The second approach is the aggressive approach. In this setup, we're actively going for a steal. Once the trap is set, the closest players match up. Player 4 takes the middle, player 5 covers the corner, and player 2 anticipates the ball reversal. The offensive player, who should be open, is the far corner, which could lead to an easy layup if the trap doesn't work. But if the trap is solid, making that pass will be difficult. If the ball does escape the trap, our next goal is to force it into the corner. Player 2 forces the ball into the corner while player 4 helps trap. Player 5 will pick up the ball side corner and player 1 will take the high post. At this point, the risk of a skip pass for an easy layup increases. That's why instead of having player 3 guard the high post, we'll position player 1 in the high post and player 3 at the basket. But if it still is absolutely necessary, player 3 can guard the high post while player 1 anticipates the ball reversal pass. If the ball goes to the corner, we can be conservative by having player 5 guard the ball in the corner, player 3 dropping into the gap, player 1 taking the high post, player 4 guarding the block, and player 2 covering the backside. We'll use this approach if we want the corner player to keep the ball. Maybe they aren't a strong shooter or a playmaker, or if trapping that specific player isn't working well. We can also be aggressive by trapping the corner. Player 4 and 5 will trap, player 3 will protect the hoop, player 2 will deny the pass out, and player 1 will guard the high post. Player 1 also needs to be ready for a skip pass and should be capable of intercepting it, as the pass will likely be a lob if 4 and 5 are executing the trap properly. If the press is broken, you can seamlessly transition into a zone defense like a 2-3, 1-2-2, or 3-2, depending on what works best for your team. When playing aggressively, position player 3 or 4 in the middle so they can help defend against a home run lob pass. Teams will try setting screens to prevent defensive help, but if the trap is executed well, player 3 should have time to react. In this defense, anticipation is crucial. If the ball is passed from corner to wing, everyone shifts and begins playing the zone defense. If there's a dribble penetration, the middle defender picks up the ball while player 5 guards the rim and everyone else sprints to get in front of the ball. If a pass gets through to the middle, player 5 guards the hoop, player 4 drops to cover the corner, and players 1 and 2 sprint to cut off the ball. In the animation, I positioned players 1 and 2 up top instead of 3 and 4, but you can adjust the coverage based on your team's strengths. Personally, I like having big defenders up front to create a bigger presence in the trap, while quicker guards cover the middle to react quickly to ball reversals or skip passes. You just need to understand what your team needs and what their strengths are to execute the defense. The 2-2-1 isn't ran often, so it's great for catching teams off guard and forcing turnovers. It's also effective at wasting time, forcing teams to break the press before setting up their zone offense, especially useful in leagues with the shot clock. Some of the weaknesses are there are risks. Trapping leaves offensive players open, and if the press is broken, it can lead to easy layups. This is why I recommend switching between aggressive and conservative approaches to throw off the offense. Commitment is a huge key to this defense. If all 5 players aren't committed, this defense will struggle. So that's one of the strengths of the defense and also a weakness, is making sure that everyone is committed. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date with this and other videos on the channel. Also, check the description for more insight on the 2-2-1 half court press. Thanks for watching.